So the BJP has just issued a press release in which they are saying that Mr. T. Raja Singh has been suspended from the party and from his responsibilities, assignment, if any, with immediate effect. This letter that has been sent by Mr. Om Pathak, who is Member Secretary, Central Disciplinary Committee, it says, please also show cause within 10 days from the date of this notice as to why should you not be expelled from the party. So action taken right now, which is suspension, and then the BJP has asked him as to explain as to why he should not be expelled. So the BJP cracking the whip. Let me go straight to Asaduddin Owaisi, MIM Chief and Member of Parliament from Hyderabad. Mr. Owaisi, the BJP has cracked the whip and has taken action against T. Raja Singh over his derogatory comments made against Prophet Muhammad.
Well, I would still reiterate that these sort of statements will not be stopped by BJP leaders. I had said this on record when Nupur Sharma had uttered what she had uttered. I am saying the same thing today when a BJP MLA from Hyderabad has used a derogatory language against Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. This will continue. It is an official policy of BJP to speak in this language, to ensure that Muslim minorities are made to feel more insecure, and they feel that this is the best way of taking forward their political program in Telangana or other parts of India to create hatred against the Muslims.
But Owaisi Sahab, if you look at it, action taken against Nupur Sharma when she made derogatory comment, of course, we do know that it was because of international pressure. The BJP says no, it was not because of that. They found it completely unacceptable and condemnable. In this particular case, also action being taken. Of course, Mr. T. Raja Singh is someone who's seen as a habitual offender as well. But the larger messaging, would you not agree that the party is sending that these kinds of statements against Prophet, against gods and goddesses will not be tolerated and has to be condemned? In recent times, we have also seen polarizing statements that were made by the party, other leaders, action being taken. Is this course correction by the BJP?
No, I don't agree with your question. The reason I don't agree is that I feel that I am of the opinion that this is an official policy of BJP. And secondly, to corroborate what I have said, please, you must have seen the video and utterances made by Rajasthan BJP MLA, wherein he was boasting about the killings of Muslims in this so-called issue of cow smuggling. We have seen day in, day out, such statements are issued by BJP leaders. So I am of the opinion that this will not stop, this will continue. And BJP has realized that you make these statements, then we make a statement wherein we'll wash our hands off you for a temporary period of time. But their association with RSS will continue, and it only happened that in Telangana you have a non-BJP government which took a rightful action by arresting the BJP MLA. That has not been the case with Nupur Sharma, because in Delhi the law and order comes under the BJP regime.
And Owaisi Sahab, what justifies really those chants of Sartan Se Juda when Raja Singh was arrested? The BJP has taken action. Will action be taken against all those who were chanting those slogans?
Well, let me tell you that I have condemned anyone who have used those slogans. You have all the right to protest, but by holding a protest, you cannot make a call for killing someone, whether it be the BJP MLA who uttered those statements. I strongly condemn it, and the law must take its own course. I have even told who I know everyone that what they are saying is completely wrong. We dissociate ourselves, and they should not use such slogans. You protest, because from morning 12:30 a.m. to morning 6:30, all of us were on toes. We were very, very apprehensive that the peace in Hyderabad, which has been maintained from last 8 years, something untoward can happen. And I'm thankful to the people of Hyderabad for not falling victim to these derogatory statements and to the attempts being made by these radical or unsocial elements. Thankfully, Hyderabad remains peaceful. It will continue to remain peaceful, because as far as Telangana and Hyderabad is concerned, we require peace at all cost. That is how Telangana, Hyderabad can grow, and this will bring benefits to every common person in Hyderabad.
And Owaisi Saab, after Nupur Sharma episode, there has been a rise in hate speech. The overall, the fault lines that we keep talking about are very much on the surface. The atmosphere has been vitiated. There has been fallout that happened in Amravati, in other parts as well, where people from the majority community were targeted too. What will you be saying? Do you think there is a need for political parties, politicians from various parties to come together to ensure that there is peace largely and a big message of communal harmony that is given?
Yes, that is the inherent responsibility of the political parties. You need not require Maria Shakil to require every political party of their inherent responsibility. But my question is that to stop radicalization, rule of law must prevail. And the law should be applied equally to everyone. The law should not be applied selectively. I'm giving you an example. You have a non-BJP government, a person has been arrested. You have a BJP government in Delhi, Nupur Sharma is not arrested. So how can there be a selective use of law?
So you are saying that it is essentially justice delayed, and because Nupur Sharma has not been arrested, justice has not been really achieved.
Yes, that is the case so far. And that is why we see that when people see that the law is being applied selectively, they feel that we are the blue-eyed boy of the ruling party, and we will continue to say all nonsense, use derogatory language against one particular religion and about their prophet. So that cannot, if you have to put an end to all this nonsense, please apply law equally. Now we have seen that the NSA, when he was in Russia, he was told about a suicide bomber who wanted to come to India. I hope that the political antenna of the ruling BJP will go up, and they will at least stop now the selective usage of law in the implementation part of it.
But that's also a reflection of deep radicalization that's happening. And also, when you talk about that bomber, that's also, yes, of radicalization and indoctrination.
Maria, radicalization is also there when a BJP MLA says that we have killed Muslims at 3 places in Rajasthan. You have radicalization where when someone says in Mysore that if you remove the poster of Savarkar, we will cut your hands. So radicalization has to be seen without looking through it through the prism of one religion. Anyone who calls for violence, for cutting of hands, for cutting of head, is a radicalized element. Simple as that.
And Owaisi sir, what will you tell those who are saying that this arrest will further lead to communal polarization and division, particularly keeping in mind the elections in Telangana, where BJP is looking at a possible toehold? They made significant inroads by winning 4 MPs in 2019.
Well, I have no issues as far as BJP takes on K. Chandrasekhar Rao politically, which I am sure they will be unsuccessful. Because K. Chandrasekhar Rao is the tallest leader in Telangana, and they are no match to his political sagacity. But allowing your MLA, but for my today's press conference and but for yesterday's protest, which continued from 12:30 a.m., BJP was compelled to act on it. And the Telangana government had taken a rightful decision. Let us have a political fight. Let us strengthen democracy. Let us have a dialogue. You defeat me through ballot, but please don't try to defeat me through violence.
And talking about that, you have condemned the words that were chanted when Raja Singh was arrested. What about action being taken against them?
Well, the law will take its own course, and we will not be an impediment when the law will be applied.
Have those people been identified? And the similar point being made by the BJP here in the centre, sir, that law is taking its course, and that is the reason why perhaps Nupur Sharma has not been arrested.
Exactly, law was not allowed to take its own course in Delhi. Law took its own course in Telangana because you had a non-BJP government which has applied law on everyone, which has arrested everyone. Because we know as an Hyderabadi that if peace is strong in Hyderabad and Telangana, then it is the common people who will go to sleep peacefully, and because they will have the means to earn their livelihood. You know, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, it's a pharma capital, Hyderabad. You know, this is what we want Hyderabad to grow. We want peace to prevail. You have no power disconnections in Hyderabad. You don't have load shedding in Telangana. We want this to continue. The BJP has no words, have no other way to reply, and unfortunately they're indulging in this language which has been equally condemned by everyone in Hyderabad, irrespective of which religion they belong to.
But Owaisi Saab, inflaming sentiments when you look at it, and these corporators and others being emboldened and going ahead with these slogans, completely unacceptable, call for violence, that should go beyond just condemnation, sir.
Well, you be rest assured that action will be taken. I, as a party president, will not allow such utterance to be made, and one cannot make these utterances. You have the right to protest, please protest. A BJP MLA has said all nonsensical things, the derogatory language is used, law has taken its own course, but one cannot make a call for violence. I don't agree with it.
Last question to you, Owaisi Saab, since you are a party president yourself.
No, I have to go, Maria, please allow me. Maria, please, I have to go.
All right, Owaisi Saab, thank you so much. Asaduddin Owaisi there saying action will be taken against those who have chanted those slogans of Sartan Se Juda, but the larger message that is also coming from the BJP is that T. Raja Singh may be a habitual offender, he may have promoted enmity in the past, but as far as comment coming against Prophet Muhammad is concerned, it is derogatory, unacceptable, and hence the party has suspended him. A show cause notice has been issued to him so that he has to explain as to why that suspension should not be converted into complete expulsion from the party.
Right.